All right. Well, here we are, Tim.
Ain't it great?
In the World Finals. One more time. So, now, I warned everybody that this is my season finale. Tim Thornton.
The Magic Man.
The Magic Man. The man that you never want to see in the other lane when you're about to run your junior. Okay? This is the junior dragster wizard. Okay? Everything I learned. You know, I've had some good people tutor me along the way, but you've been with me thick or thin, right?
Yeah.
So, motors, parts. We've gone to get air conditioners together when I didn't have them. What else? What else have we gotten into?
Pretty much, you name it.
We've done it, right? So over 7 seasons, we've done it. But this whole thing is so people will know you, right? The people got to know Jamie. You got a little know about Matt, you know, doing Computech. But this was my idea of giving people an idea of who we are at the racetrack, you know. Now, your daughter races like all your kids raced, but your daughter and Mallory and Danika were great friends, and now they've moved into big cars together. So we're not done. We're just moving along together. But
yeah, I can say, you know, we moved into top dragster, and it's not easy, but I'm gonna tell you what, it sure is a lot easier than that.
Yes, it is.
That 790 index in the PDRA is the hardest class in the country.
I agree.
Hands down.
I agree. I tell people that all the time, and nobody really understands it unless you do it. It's a chess match, but it's when they start, the kids are responsible for everything. They qualify off the reaction time. They have to drive the line. It's more pressure on the children when they first start out. When you get to that 790, it's all on dad. It's all on dad. Did you leave the line at the right RPM? Is the tires right? Did you get the right weight? Did you take into account the wind, the track prep? All these things falls on your lap.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it?
How do you deal with it? It's hard. How do you do it? You take heart medicine.
I do.
And you take blood pressure medicine.
I do. I don't know anybody that does this that don't.
Right. It's like, but the feeling to grab that win at a PDRA is so great.
Is that a jab? Because I haven't done that yet. 6 finals.
We've won. I believe we won 4, and we won all 4 here. And we won them in 2 years. We won them the first one and the second one. Both years we won.
Well, and I will say, last night we talked to Matt Parlett about from Computech, and before the Computech,
I was a bad dude.
You was the dude. You were the Computech. You were the Computech. I remember coming to you going, Tim, is it going to speed up? It's going to slow down? I don't know. There's more humidity, but there's less elevation. The air density is this. The wind's doing this. I don't even know what to do. And you're like, I don't either. But this is what I do. And you go out there and run a 90. I'm out there running an 85 or a 95, and I'm just playing, you know, throwing it up there. I hope it lands.
It's hard. Most people don't understand their first guess is their best guess.
Yes.
And they start second thinking. I wait till the last second to make my decision when I race juniors. But my stress level is going down like you wouldn't believe since we got into top dragster. You know,
it's a lot different. Having the little car where all the pressure's on you now, they grow up a little bit. You see that it's okay. We've taught them what to do. Now they move on, right? So we're not quite. She's got her top dragster license. Danika does, but she'll be in bracket bash. Mallory this weekend at World Finals. She qualified for the field. It was the first time she ever sprayed nitrous on the car.
It's definitely the first time.
431, I think, was her best pass, which is fantastic. I mean, I run 430s. That's running right with me. And I mean, I've only been doing it a couple of years, but I'm 50 years old.
She's my daughter, but man, I believe she's a hell of a driver.
She's an awesome driver. She's done fantastic from the beginning. I've seen her win in everything she's done. You know, I mean, just she kicks life's ass. So now we snuck out here on the racetrack. You know,
that's because we can.
We can. It just ended. Now what do we do?
Wow, what a weekend though. I mean,
everything came down to the last minute.
Oh my God, 001 on the tree.
Woo! How about Sophie Cooper?
Dude, she's
Sophie
driving
Cooper.
good.
Now, I didn't know this, and I could be wrong. I could be speaking a little bit out of turn. They say she went 002, trip zip, and then trip zip again, and run dead on 90 to win the whole thing.
Wow.
First time.
That's it.
But
I remember the first time she went down the racetrack.
I believe you helped her.
Yep.
Then you get her started.
We went to Mason-Dixon.
Yep.
And I said, "Oh my God, we got a handful here." And now look at her; she's tearing the ass.
Well, she's got a little bit of Ronnie in her,
Yeah.
So she's got a driver. But yeah, man.
How about Ashley Franklin?
Won that championship.
Dude. Well deserved.
Come right down to the end. The end. I asked her. I said, "Ashley, are you nervous?" She said, "A little bit." I said, "You don't look it." And she goes, "Oh, thank you." Well, you could tell. I don't know what I do. We've never won one. I think I'd pass out. Y'all have to pick me up. You've seen me make it to a final.
First one.
Well, I mean, I made it to a final and cried.
Right.
Hell, we won the first round one time, and I was called. I mean,
but ain't it fun coming out here,
it's
eating and hanging out, and
yeah, it's a you get to go on vacation 9-10 times a year
at least.
Yeah. When we do this, we go a lot of small tracks and stuff here and there, and it's just not as fun. It's just not as fun for me.
Well, I mean, see, like the tracks we go to out of, Norwalk and stuff like that, we all stop at campgrounds and hang out on the way up and stuff like that. Man, it's no better time.
And you get to see the tracks, too, that we grew up watching on television, watching John Force and everybody else race. We get to go to those tracks. Now, that's the other thing that's really, really nice is we don't really go to no junky tracks. You know what I'm saying? We are at national events, we run national events. We should be at nicer tracks, but we're there, And a lot of people are like, well, man, the PDRA, is that like the NHRA?
No, it's nothing like it.
It's nothing like it. It's better.
PDRA,
it's better.
It's a whole different outlook of drag racing. It's a total different feeling. When you come through that gate, your heart starts pounding till you leave.
Yep.
And it is one of the best to be in, to race, or spectate. It is a blast.
It is. I tell people all the time, if you want to see the best racing, come watch this. 8th mile racing, it's got its place, in the world. And everybody gets hung up on the quarter mile stuff. The quarter mile stuff, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not what we do. We get the speed. We saw the first mountain motor.
Oh my God, 399.
She come from the NHRA to do this. Her husband, Bo Butner's wife.
She's been around. She's been around a long time.
She could have gone to NHRA and raced.
Right.
She came here to race.
Right.
So that I think we're getting bigger names. Ricky
stands
Smith
were pretty awesome this weekend, by the way.
Had a lot of people in the stands. Ricky Smith comes. He legendary pro mod racer. But that's what I'm trying to get to. And it's like I told Jamie in the first episode we did this. I'm trying to get as big as I can. What do you think?
What do you think about McMath? He got his stuff running good this weekend, didn't he?
Patrick McMath. I'm made it through the weekend. No catastrophic failures.
Dude, he's bad.
He didn't come to my birthday.
Car running the number. The car's running the number. He's going to be bad to the bone. I just want to know if Maloney is teaching his daughter how to drive. Because boy, if he is, we're in some deep trouble.
How many world championships has Nick Maloney won now?
More than man. He's a driver. He can drive. Yeah. I mean, he's a driver.
And if you see him, this is Nick. Nick ain't worked up about nothing.
He's got it going on. That's for sure.
You go by his pit, he's like, what's up? And he comes by himself. No pit crew.
His daughter.
But
she's a hell of a crew. She's someone. She's Sophie.
Yeah.
Sophie, yeah.
But he brings him, his girlfriend, his dog, and his daughter. There's people here with.
You think his dog will squear? You think I can get something out of his dog for his driving tips? Because the rest of them ain't gonna give nothing.
Yeah, nobody's giving up anything on that deal. But yeah, I don't know, man. I thought moving up would be cool, but now you realize there are no easy rounds.
There isn't any class at PDRA, but the only way you can say an experience, the juniors, the 790 index, is to do it. If you can do it, win a championship, you've done something that almost nobody's ever done.
Right.
I mean, what's it? How long has it been? 12 years? 11, 12 years PDRA?
11 years.
11 years?
We'll be going 12th season next year.
Look at it. I mean.
Yeah. PRI's coming up. We'll do the banquet there. That's always a great night.
I know a guy that tunes on fuel cars, top fuel cars, and he said one day, he told me, he said, I'd rather do that than tune a 790 Junior.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. I let my hair grow out because it was thinning because of that Junior. I hear that little damn thing buzz in my ear when I'm sleeping at night. I've lost more sleep. I own a business. I own my race teams, all the things I've done in life, sponsors. I can't tell you all the things. I mean, I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I was a policeman. I did archery. I've competed in football, baseball. I'm an artist. I love to sing, play guitar. I ain't never done nothing harder than that damn Junior. That Junior, if you don't qualify, and let me tell you, you qualify on Friday night, you qualify Saturday morning. If you don't have a good Friday, you don't sleep Friday night. You're waking up Saturday morning going, what are we doing?
I think the stress level would go away if they give us the Friday afternoon test time qualifying run and don't give you one Friday morning or one Saturday morning. Just saying.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have a reason to stay. There was many times when I was hoping for Saturday to give me a reason to stay Saturday so I could go home.
It is. I mean, you got the track conditions. You go out there Friday morning, it's cooler. Track's not as sticky.
Yeah.
And then Friday, then in the afternoon, it's super sticky. It's hot. But I'm going to tell you what, they know how to treat a track from wall to wall. That's why I race PDRA. I want to go somewhere where I know my daughter is safe no matter what.
The conditions are super consistent, no matter what.
Bad to the bone. Tyler Cross, knowing these guys, they got their stuff together.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a fan. I don't look for anywhere else to go. I'm not interested. I would take it back. I do want to run a national event, sportsman class in a track.
Sometimes
go to Z-Max.
Sometimes we go out of town racing just to race the regular races to find out how it is to win.
That's true.
Because it's tough.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, it's when you realize, you go to a small track, and you're like, dang. I mean, they got their stuff together. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the guys that go to, your local tracks, and then they should. We're fortunate to be able to travel and go all over the country and stuff. I mean, you've been lucky enough to have Texas Roadhouse now for what, 5 years?
Now? 9. Getting on 10. Yeah.
We won't tell the story how you got that.
Well, it's all good.
Yeah, but it was.
But how about? I mean, you look at these people. I mean, look, you got Tim Hallis and Scott and them. They come all the way from New York. I mean, every race they have except Norwalk is a trip.
And look, we got people from Canada.
Yeah.
I had a surprise birthday party last night.
Yeah.
Had no idea. It's a month.
There's some pretty cool dudes, man. They got me tore up 2 nights in a row. We drank 11 bottles of whiskey this weekend.
They're in my trailer.
And eat.
I walk in my trailer. There's 30 people in my trailer, and they're screaming "Happy Birthday!" I had no clue. Nobody could tell me whose cupcakes and cakes it is.
What's Scott's last name?
I can't say it.
I can't say it. It's Polish. But I love you, Scott.
And
he's a cooking fool.
You ever get a chance to get one of those cheesesteaks?
Oh man, he had some peppers last night and burnt ends. Oh, and ribs, and then some brisket.
You think Tim would be bigger though?
The juniors stress him out so bad that I'm serious. He goes to bed like a kid. He's in bed at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
He wore out.
He's wore out.
Where to him? Tell it. Ashton
and he drinks that Canadian beer, which don't really do a whole lot.
But wait a minute. When you talk to Tim, he says Ashton did it all anyway. So what's that?
Ashton, let me tell you something about Ashton. He is a true racer. By heart, Alan, he's awesome. But let me tell you, anytime I need a hand, Ashton jumps right in and helps. He changes plugs, changes transmission.
That's like Justin Kirby. I am trying all I can do. I've got another car at home. I said this last year. It just the finances weren't there. I am trying to get my other car together because I want that kid with me when I go out of town. I want Kirby just to be there, but Justin is hands-on at the line. He is. I pull up, He's very detail-oriented. I'm in the car strapped in, radio on, I'm talking to everybody. Justin comes, kneels down. Hey, everything good? Everything fine?
Generator flipped off a golf cart.
Is everything good? Anything fine? All right, I'm going on up to the line. He knows what to do. He's in that. And I like that. It's like Ashton. I love to see the kids that just get involved, get it done, and they want to learn because this is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. We don't have the kids like, I think I might drive a car. I don't know. Every junior is like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get my dragster. I'm going to a pro mod next year. Some kids bail out when the time they turn 16. They're done.
85% of winners in drag racing in America were one time a junior racer. I mean, how many?
Hold on 1 second. Come here. Come here. Yes. We'll edit this part.
You know, NHRA, PDRA, any of them, they all move up. 90% of the winners, 85, 90% of the winners are junior racers. You go to a national event or NHRA divisional, they were used to be junior drivers. You know,
We're flying high, Sheriff.
we need sponsors. We've got sponsors, but we need PHO's Pizza. I love them to death. They do so much for me. Texas Roadhouse, it's unreal what they do for us, and I can't appreciate them enough.
I mean, all our sponsors, we've had Applied Innovation. ES Foods has been with Danika since we started. They're a solid.
Don't be shy. Get up on that microphone.
Yeah, come here. Y'all came at the right time.
Come on, yeah.
No, we were going to eat.
We need to get your information output on your crew chief.
Next to each other.
I want you to give me your input on what juniors have done to you for your life, and what you think of your dad as a crew chief.
Oh, Danika, you go first. No, you go. Okay, well, I miss juniors. I personally can't speak on juniors because I don't race them anymore, but I'm up there every pass, every round. Like, I miss juniors more than anything. But, yeah, I like to support them, and Danika's like one of my greatest friends. So, Danika, go for it.
Thanks to juniors.
Yeah, thanks to juniors. I am in my dragster now and doing amazing.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. No, juniors are...
I'll wait.
Thanks to my dad.
Yeah, no, actually, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you.
Me.
I couldn't make it down the track if it wasn't for him. And he knows that, and I appreciate him so much for it, because juniors have, racing in general, juniors, you, Kristen, everybody, have completely changed my life with it. And it's genuinely just what I want to do. And I can't wait to keep doing it.
Well, you're going to make me cry.
Oh, you made me cry.
I love you.
Oh my God, y'all. I'm not crying.
So look. So what do you think of your junior dad?
It's out.
Yes.
What do you think of your dad as a crew chief?
Oh, my dad is so great.
Don't lie. Tell the
Honestly,
truth.
no, because I have to say, if it was not for Randy Perkinson and Henry Underwood, and honestly, Tyler, the VMP, PDRA, everybody, the staff, we could not be here. We couldn't do this. Henry and Randy did my nitrous. Like, I am loving the nitrous. Did not want to take it off to run slower this weekend, but I did because I didn't need it.
It's addictive.
Yes, I'm never going to get away from it. But I don't need anything faster. I can just run on nitrous for forever, and I'm good to go. But if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be doing it, and so I'm thankful. He called me today, and he was like, "You need to freshen up on the motor," and I was like, "Huh, okay." But I want to race here, and here before the end of the year. So if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be here. My sponsor, Texas Roadhouse, because I love to eat. So. And Pietro's Pizza.
Danika come to me at the start line this morning. We were all done, and we're sitting there, and I'm like watching. She said, "Hey, where are we going next weekend?"
Come on, keep going, go to Glock.
We can't. They're sold out.
Junior? For the junior?
The junior, we don't have nothing that we can run the junior. We broke the crank this weekend.
I said we just rebuilt it.
So what do you think of the PDRA?
Oh, I love PDRA. I absolutely love it. Tyler, Judy, Gavin, Kyle, his dad, Dwayne, all of them. I love PDRA, and who?
What about the Bradshaws? The mud.
No, I didn't get to them yet
dudes.
because Jimmy, yes, works his butt off, is always on the tractor. But then you have his son, Ashton, who just sits on the wall and says he doesn't do anything. But I'm just kidding. He takes a little broom thing, mop thingy, and he's scrubbing dubbing.
They were fighting over that cake when I brought it up there a little while ago.
Mallory keeps us all in cake pops and cakes at every event. It's the way to go.
I like
steak rolls. I mean, I feel like I should thank Texas Roadhouse because this is. I've been
very well.
The Canadians for that cherry brandy. Woo, that was good.
Personally, we were about to go eat cake. So,
actually,
well, y'all came by at the right time. So
we couldn't do it without you guys.
Yep.
And Kristen, because Kristen
always makes us all look good. Yeah, she makes us all look good.
Yeah, no, I was fine. I get over here, y'all made me cry and everything. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna go.
All right, well, thank you guys.
You're one of them crybaby junior racers.
See you next year.
We're gonna struggle. We struggle. It takes so much money to run.
Yeah.
And
I don't think if we had it as much, if we were just loaded, it wouldn't mean as much. You know, it just wouldn't mean as much. I really mean that. I really mean that. If it came easier, if it was,
it probably wouldn't mean nothing.
Right.
You know,
it was just something else we did, and if we failed at it, oh well, we'll just do something else. There is no failure. This is it. This is what we based it on since she's been in the 7th grade. She has said, "This is what I want to do." You know, and as a parent, I may be the dumbest man on the planet. I may be the worst parent. There is no college plans. There's none of that. Everything is based on her wanting to race. Now she says she wants to go, you know, she might want to go to technical college and stuff, but Danika hadn't been to school since she was in the 7th grade. You know, we homeschooled her because we raced. Everything that has been based and aimed in her life is for racing. That's all we do. I go to work every morning. We go to the body shop. We get our stuff done, and even that's based around getting the car done and getting ready to go racing. You know, it's Sunday evening here. I told everybody I ain't gonna be back Tuesday.
I gotta go to work. I gotta make some money.
Yeah, but we're 30 minutes from your house. We're 30 minutes.
But you know, like she was saying about, you know, Randy, Christy Perkison, Randy Perkison. You know, I had people willing to test a car for me. I had Henry Underwood. I'm at his shop for 3 nights, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night before we went to Galat. That man, he pushed me.
Yeah.
It's just unreal. Yep. The people that, when you need help, they give it to you.
All right.
Time to wrap this up.
Yep.
I love you, brother.
I love you.
Till next year. I'm the way you're at that top dragster.
You better come with all you got. You got to get me and Danika. I got 2 cars next year. I feel like I'll have a little bit of advantage.
Well, you might.
Hey, one other thing. I do have to say one other thing. We do have 1 more year in junior dragsters. Danika's senior year, right?
We're gonna put her in the winner's circle. We're gonna put her in the championship. She's gonna get a championship.
But what's gonna be on that car?
Thornton Motorsports motor, Butterby, right?
That's exactly right. That's
brand fresh new.
We are done. We have eliminated all our engines. That is the engine package that we will run in 25. We have talked about it for a couple weeks now, a couple months, and it's happening. So, Thornton Motorsports, here we come.
Got some good deals on some motors and clutches.
Yeah, and if you need anything for a junior or just an awesome friend, this is your guy. Peace out.
Let's get the hell out of here.
I love you, brother.
Love you too.
Damn daughters.